this is the very thing that you had to do. And for one of our class projects, we had like different directors. We had the same exact thing, the same script, the same thing that we were supposed to come to the teacher with our project. The only difference is that each group had different directors, producers, all of that. I was a producer in one project, but in this one I was director, and our class came out on top. Not bragging, well, maybe a little bit. But I saw it, and people also said, hey, can we do it this way? I was like, that's a good idea. We'll use that. Or, no, it's not a good idea, and we'll use this. And if the vision you make come to pass. And it's so amazing, because a lot of the other students, their stuff was really good too, but it's so crazy how direction changes, how something's presented. Yes, you have the writing, and there's only so much you can do with it, but I've seen some of them that looked amazing, and it looks like a completely different interpretation based on the direction. It makes a difference. So that was one of the positives of this episode. He decides he's gonna go after his mom. And he tells the Betazoid girl, yeah, your name sounds like music, and that's what I think of when I see you, music. What I also loved was the attention to detail. When he is walking, he sees her right away, and she turns around because she can feel him. And as soon as she sees him, he doesn't have to say anything. She knows something is wrong, which is really good attention to detail because she's an empath, so she would know something is extremely wrong. She was also more manageable in this one too. Like when they started, she was nice, and then she just fell off a cliff. And her character was actually likable, but I'm glad they left her out most of this. I don't know if that was the writing or what have you, but like I said, the writing is a lot to be desired. Sam decides to come, not a problem. She beams in, just like she did in his bedroom. And I'm thinking, what if he was jacking off, dude? Just being randomly in guys' rooms while they're out there by themselves. You don't know what's going on. Or maybe because she likes Caleb, she was hoping something would get caught. So anyway, Dustin, no, I just went apart. Sorry, Sam, why did I say that? Sam decides to go with him because he will die if he tries to attempt what he's doing. I understand why Genesis came in because she was about to lock down the shuttle bay, but everybody else stumbling in randomly, not even explaining how or why they're there, just felt very contrived. That was stupid.
That's correct. I'm a clonian, and we lack the enzymes to break down alcohol.
I thought you like the enzymes that break down bananas.
We lack a lot of enzymes.
So then why would you drink alcohol, and how would it get broken down? Does that mean that you just piss it out, or just stay poisoned? I don't know how that works. So anyway, Sega Genesis is like, bro, you need to let me out. I don't want to be here. And they decide to straight up kidnap her, knowing they could die on this mission. I don't agree with that. That is weird behavior and very psychotic, but let's go with it. They go through, and of course, I mean, is Jaden ever gonna freaking wear anything else other than a skirt? Why is he the only male wearing a skirt and the only black lead character? I'm sorry, I will keep bringing that up because it is very embarrassing. On another note, that's another video, but them doing the whole Night in the Seven Kingdoms thing, and it's a great show, and then them apparently casting a really great actor, by the way. He was an alien, and making him like a despicable character, and he's like the only dark-skinned lead, and they made him one of the most abhorrent, smelly, lazy characters from the book, and that's who they decided to race swap into a black person. That was really interesting to me. If you have no idea by now that Hollywood is racist as hell, despite what they say, I don't know where you've been. But anyways, Princess J Queef over here is like, oh my god, I think they're gone. They left a message or something, or I have evidence.
Uh-huh.
Great. Glitter vomit.
Like I said, writing's still a lot to be desired, right? Riker only has so much to work with. Caleb goes onto the planet, and he does eventually find his mother. And look, I know that Riker directed this. I don't know if he was doing this on purpose or what was going on as a result, but it felt very uncomfortable, this reunion with his mother, and I'll show you why. Maybe it's because something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me, but let me know if I'm the only one or if anybody else, the freaking other 6 of you who watch this, if you felt the same way. By the way, this scene was Final Fantasy as hell.
Oh my gosh, you good kiss.
You grow up.
weird the way they're framing the scene. Personally, as a film student or whatever, I wouldn't do it that way. It's kind of bizarre, but alright. But then they continue, and I'm like, okay, stop. Because if this was some AI video generator, they would just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
My idea. I'm so sorry. I thought I'd lost you forever.
Okay, super connected to the whole hanky-panky thing. But please tell me if you're interpreting this in that way, because that is the way they are filming this. They don't usually film scenes between them where something was going on with this where the skin was smacking against each other when it shouldn't have. You know what I mean? These two are dating in real life and they're just role playing. It seems extremely inappropriate the way that they're filming this. The music, the shots, it can almost be misconstrued that something else is happening if you have no context for the relationship these people have with each other. Am I insane? Because I was thinking in my mind, I was like, oh, so sweet. I think that was mom. I was I was like, what are these angles? What are we doing? And then it just kept going. Did anybody else feel this way? I'm so sorry. I thought I lost you forever.
This guy.
And the freaking lighting and everything, dude, stop. Right, when you do it. Freaking music. It's just, come on. Like I said, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Especially with the way she's hanging on him and stuff like that. It's pretty bizarre. And you think, okay, they're just gonna keep hugging each other. Like, I know doesn't do that to me. I know people have different religions, their parents, it's a cultural thing or something, I don't know. And don't get me wrong, like, we come from a country where you can kiss your relatives on the lips, and it's not sexual in the least. Ew. It's completely different. Like, with the breathing down each other's necks and what, like, it's just, very weird. Very weird. I don't know. Because I watch TikTok with people, like, script working on their 4-year-old sons, and I'm like,
Oh my god, my hair.
So I think, okay, this is over, but then she drops to her freaking knees.
Yeah. Please tell me I survived. Oh, fine. I'll never have to apologize. I don't mind.
Okay, so let's just say this is all holds up, but straight up, I feel like this was supposed to be an intro to a spicy adult video, if you know what I mean? It's like, oh no, step bro, oh no, stepmom, are you okay? Yeah. I feel so bad about what I did to you, let me suck your neck and not look bad. Thing misgave. Anyway, moving forward, aside from that, it just took me out of it. I was like, ew, I was so happy, and I was getting ready to cry for Caleb, and then they started shooting at this one. I was like, ew, no, it's a bad girl, really freaking neon styrofoam lights. The way I would have done it personally. But anyways, now people with mother. Now remember, the issue was this person, Karen Harcourt, she was put in jail by Captain, granted, she was a criminal. People keep forgetting that. Like, Caleb and his mom, and even she doesn't even know how he got by. Just magically knows how to do things. Also, another thing that was very annoying for me was something that girl said they got all over the place. But she mentioned something and confirmed exactly what I said in my previous review. And I was like, this is really stupid. But as far as I know, she killed cannibals that were going to kill someone. Not two people, by the way. And were going to kill the others. And to it. those other people that you guys knew, animals and stuff, clearly were monsters. Nobody should feel bad about them dying. They were getting ready to kill you and already killed 2 of your people, but I guess you didn't care about them. You didn't count them as important. You think if it had been one of their friends or Caleb's mom, they would have cared about that? No, they would not. Anyway, Caleb introduces the mom to his friends, but she's wearing them. You can't afraid of seeing Federation now that you hate so much. Because they're basically like, I don't know, people you broke and they sent you to jail, even though it was your fault. It wasn't frame it like, oh, no problem, you know, this innocent female had your choice to commit crimes and make this guy help me commit crimes because we were hungry, even though in this day and age people shouldn't have to be worried about food. You can find parts and everything else, but food is hard to come by. It's space, but it's real. There's no strong eating. Like, we just don't understand that. But you did commit those crimes, and you went to jail for them, and now you hate the cops, and the cops are the bad guys. You feel bad for doing your job, having someone did things to land them in jail, and distance yourself from their other choices. There's no get morality right now of people in Hollywood. It's like, hey, good people and bad people, bad people, good people, bad people. To be you citizens, get stabbed. Like, I just don't understand. And you see it reflecting in the shows. So her anger at the Federation gets me with that. I know her to pull out the side that she is going to go and save them. It does feel a bit like Star Trek because the conundrum here is her having to disobey an order that really wasn't given. I wish that Imhotep had given her the order because she said he didn't want to give her an order that she was going to disobey anyway. But it would have made more sense because Picard, Riker, Data, almost everyone had disobeyed orders and made that choice when it came to morality in some way in their lives or in their tenor. And Picard himself had to also do the same. And that takes bravery and courage. And they just wrote that out so it could be easy for her to make that choice because she wouldn't get in trouble for disobeying orders because she didn't have to follow any orders or have any orders to disobey. That was a cop-out. These 2 are stowaways, but no one really cares about them. And I think one of the best things about this episode was that they were left mostly out of it. So some started bonding over, oh, do this, oh, yay, pseudoscience, oh, yay, terminology that we know that the audience and the other people don't understand. It means that we're both smart.
6 months ago.
Reset. Zero Alpha Alpha. Regenerate the Alpha parameters.
I've seen him since he was 6 years old. Did she have him doing all these things? Or did she just assume that he'd be smart enough to know how to do them? Because Caleb knows how to do everything. There's nothing he can't do. He might as well be freaking Data. Himself has limitations on what he's able to do, even though he can do a lot. So she gives him their cooking shovel. It's hard because Caleb starts to yell at his friends because I guess they didn't know that when he found his mother, he was going to leave with her. I don't know what they expected. It's Caleb we're talking about. But he starts telling them off because that's a way to push them away. And I love how he tells off Genesis, and she takes no accountability whatsoever, even though what he says about her is absolutely true.
It's been here. Genesis, let me see for years. That's not too far. Selfish, insecure. No one's gonna follow you into that. You don't give a shit. But everyone else is doing your stuff. It's written all over you.
But he's right, though. And it makes me wonder, if you're really friends with this person, your friends are supposed to tell you the truth, even when it hurts. So how are you going to be holding that thought of me that we know is true, we know he's actually thinking it, and call yourself my friend? I don't want a friend like that. To me, that's an enemy. To know that there's something about me that I need to change, or that they see as a flaw, whether we disagree or not, and just hold it aside and smile in my face while they have that thought about me. I know that some people are going to like everything's going to say it loud. Yeah, if you're friends with someone, you call yourself an ally or a friend, you should be honest. A friend is someone who you should be able to bear all the flaws with and will tell you the truth but nobody else will, so you don't look like a damn fool. But does she take responsibility? Of course she does.
Died off from 7 years of disappointment. Sam?
was fun.
At this point, I thought, okay, she's going to say, you know what, Caleb, you're right. You're right. I do have issues. I do have flaws. We all do. I own up to that. That's part of me being a captain and growing as a person. This is a perfect opportunity to do so. But what you're doing is not right. You have a family back here. We love you. We know what you leave. Whatever. And no. She, as a captain, does not have the discernment to realize what he's doing and why he's doing it. And her response was so disappointing, but honestly so on brand for the shallow piece of shit character.
This is my saying. This is what tells me so. You know, most men your age are trying to make life of their own. They can't. Because you're so committed. Like this stuff all you put.
And I like how she has zero consideration of the fact that you know this guy has been looking for his mother since he was 6 years old. He was looking now. No consideration will be like, he misses his mom. He thought she was dead or he could fight her or what have you. You're not being yourself right now. You shouldn't be captain if you don't even know how to discern that difference. Anyway, they're at and for some reason, the Coyote guy is the only one who gets hit most of the time. I think it would have been better if Genesis got punched the shit out of her. I don't know why they're so afraid to hit her. People in the next generation were getting hit, even if they were women. They're all too. So it emphasized. So why are we not hitting Genesis? Maybe this guy was more, or give in a bit more, and not be so freaking brave if you hit the girl that he wants to protect. Oh, hell breaks loose. I don't know why also these people, knowing they're on this planet around possible villain territory, that they would start talking loudly and why that would suddenly come loud out in their comm badge so everyone can hear it. I don't really understand that. Maybe I'm missing something. Why is everyone able to hear that? So a fight breaks out. And how do they handle it? I guess they decide to rinse, reuse, and repeat the scene from Picard Season 5 with Picard and his son, where they get beamed up by the ship right over them, almost shot for shot. Same exact speech. Anyway, his mom is okay. I'd be surprised if she wasn't. Unfortunately, they are tracked or being captured by Noose's people. And the thing is, the entire episode, I like what Riker did here. I don't know if the writers are responsible for it. It's so good quality in this regard that I'm really leery about giving them the credit for it. But you don't want to see Noose broken. You don't see the actual villain. It feels scary. It feels disjointed and disconnected from the people, so it feels like some insipid, insidious thing out there that's just preventing them from leaving. They have to end up disconnecting Saucer from the ship, but they are essentially out of Federation space. And she's like, he's not getting my ship! But he's detonated these mines, or at least placed these mines in maybe 47 mines all around Federation territory, so they can't get in and nothing can get out. This is dead on me. So the mom is like, oh no, I'm with Starfleet, this is a nightmare. Oh no, she's going to put me in jail for the crimes I don't like committed myself. And of course, we see that now they're outside and they can't get back in, so they're stuck in enemy territory. And the science woman, who's talking with some capacity, a lesbian one that I like, she is trying to make a call back to anyone and it's not getting through, and that's how it ends. The episode was actually decent. The only decent episode of this entire show. People like to say, wait, it's getting better. But no, most people are going to shit this before it gets better. More time is worth it, and if you show us 8 freaking episodes before this whole point was complete ass and trash, then why would I stick around for the others? I'm not saying it's the best Star Trek that I've seen, but I'm actually eager to see what will happen now, what this villain will do. The show is still garbage, but this episode was at least decent. If Riker is the one actually directing these, I don't know what's going on with keep him on board because he worked miracles even with this script.
God, fuck, nigga ass. All niggas, okay? You can't force to not fuck niggas. What?
Our troops are attacking Echo.
Fuck nigga?
Our troops are attacking Charlie.
Sorry. Get him on board. Let's get this. Forget this.
Our troops are attacking Echo. Objective Echo neutralized. Our troops have secured more objectives. Our troops have secured Echo. We need defensive support on the mine objective. Vertires reload. Be advised, Alpha is under attack.
I owe you one!
Our troops are attacking Bravo.
We have maintained our advantage. Hostile forces are attacking Charlie.
Be advised, hostile attack confirmed on Charlie.
Who's got spare ammo? I'm out!
Our troops have lost objective Charlie. Objective Delta has been secured by hostiles. Be advised, the enemy now control more objectives.
fucking shit pistol. God fucking damn it.